development that we gave away at a 20-year, 75% to those businesses over there, it did no justice for us. So now we're at the point that, number one, we have to take the abandoned houses that are here. We have to be aggressive on those liens as a village to approach, to be aggressive to those, the banks, as well as those lenders or those who abandoned the homes, is to put these people into the homes. That's number one, because the majority of your taxes are the residents. Two, once again, I'm going to emphasize it, a true economic developer, someone who will come in and would tell you what the village of University Park can and need. It's not going to work with somebody who you're friends with in Ford Heights come over to University Park and tell you what you need. It's not going to work. That's the only way we're going to do it. And once we get it, you have the businesses with the sale tax. You finally have the residential tax. Then you finally have the industrial tax for those who finally rolling off the tips. But that's the only way the taxes will go down in University Park.
Thank you, Trustee Brooks. Mayor Rudez.
Please.
The question was around finances.
Finances. When I came in the office, let's get the facts straight. We were delinquent behind in our audits. We were 5 years plus delinquent in our audits. Audits from 2016, 17, and 18 have now been completed. 20 is just about complete. We were kicked out of the MFT funds, otherwise known as motor fuel taxes, because of delinquent audits. That's why some of the roads were in disrepair. We've got roads that haven't been done since the late 70s and the 80s. That's why we addressed those roads. Our finances, our credit rating was horrible. That's just like, imagine, you paying your credit card every 60 days instead of every 30 days. So we didn't have a good credit rating. We couldn't go out for bond. We couldn't do anything. But the curve has turned, and we are making establishments. Are there hiccups? Absolutely. Everything will not be fixed in a couple of years. But the progress, the track record has been seen. 77 active bank accounts is now down to 22 active bank accounts. Misappropriation of TIF funds into the general fund, that doesn't happen anymore. I am a witness of that. No one here sat on that board longer than I have. I've sat under 2 mayors. I will tell you the fact, the truth, and anything that I am saying is documented in black and white, not hearsay, not talking to somebody in a dark corner, not crapping on someone else. Check the facts, people. It is time to be an intelligent electorate. Let's not continue the path of the old misleading people. The facts are there. We are turning the curve, and the opportunity for future growth and development has never been at a higher. The state of Illinois is wondering, how is all this going on with you guys' water and the doggone COVID? I think that we were extremely good and diligent to do with the things that we have done. And I am asking for your vote to continue the progress. Let the work that I've done be what I'm judged on, not what people say, not about anything. At the end of the day, you look at the empty fields that were empty. They're not empty anymore.
Thank you, Mayor Rudez. Trustee Jenkins.
When listening to the question, would you repeat the question, please?
The question is, what is your plan to ensure that the residents of University Park receive resources that are equivalent to the taxes they pay?
First of all, the plan begins with an organizational chart, and the people are at the top of the chart. I look at the village, and when you say finances and you say this, we don't even have a finance director. So how do we expect to get resources and use the money that we get from the resources and put them in the proper place? We don't have anyone that is watching over our finances. We need to start at the basics. Get a village manager that understands municipal government finance. Get a finance director. So when all of these the economic development comes along, we can do things proper.